Hello everyone and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. This is Colin and today we are going to do a playthrough of Doom Pilgrim. This is a narrative adventure game. Dungeon Dive convinced me to get this one, and I had a couple other people tell me on my top 10 list that I should check this out. It is on Game Crafter, so you get it on Game Crafter. It shows up. I did get the playmat because I think it makes it look really cool. We're going to play a 45 card playthrough of this. The game hardly has any mechanics to speak of. We're just going to be drawing 3 cards from the top of the stack, looking at the art on the back, choosing one to get rid of completely. The other we're going to put at the bottom of the rest of the cards that we have, and then we'll flip the third one over and we have to resolve whatever is there. And our main goal is just to get through all of the 45 cards. There's a total of 90 here. You can play with all 90 for a long game. We're going to do the short game. There's also a medium where you do 60, but I think it'll be more than enough to do 45. The game is so simple. You can see the rules are right here on the box itself. That's it. So the only way we can lose is if we have a couple different things happen. If we gain 5 wounds, then we lose. If both of our eyes, legs, or hands are lost, then we lose. If we get 3 diseases of any type, 3 curses of any type, or if we get 3 psychic drops of the same type. For an example, that would be fear reaches 3 or fatigue reaches 3. Also, a card might have something that says, hey, you're doomed and you lose. That's what I understand. I literally have not played because I didn't want to spoil myself. So I am going to just randomly grab 45 of these cards and we're going to go and start there. I also printed out a character sheet. We're playing as Grok. This is Grok. He's just trying to survive these 45 cards. We've got areas to put our gains and our losses. We might get memberships. It looks like we've got places to track those wounds, those curses. We might get magic weapons or companions. Who knows, right? Who knows what we're going to find? I think that's what makes me so excited about this game. All right, let me shuffle these up and we'll start our playthrough. I've shuffled up our cards. We have our 45 cards we need to go through right here. I'm going to draw 3 and we'll just start resolving one at a time. I do want to call out there might be some swear words in these. I'll avoid saying them, but just so you know, this is supposed to be 17 plus, I think, or 18 plus on the box. So yeah, this is not for little kids. All right, let's jump in. Here we have our first 3 cards. I think I want to get rid of this card. Look, this looks like bugs are eating this guy's brain or something. And there's a guy with a sword. Maybe he's going to cut that guy's head off. So we're going to just say sayonara to that one. This one looks like we might be interacting with something scary. So let's put it at the bottom of our deck. And we'll just resolve this one. So I'll just flip it over. We have the Cold Mountains Cavern. Most probably, this cavern, hidden in freezing mountains, used to be an outlaw shelter, but many signs reveal it as being deserted for some time. The wind blows awfully this evening, so you take the cave as your own shelter for this night, outlaw or not. Before setting up your camp inside, you complete a small search of the cavern. The outlaws left some things here, and your experience as an adventurer, the total number of cards in your past deck, that's 0. Decide how many of them you find in the cave system. We have 0. So fragmented bones, rags, and broken weapons scattered around. Nothing useful. We found nothing. So our past are the ones that we've already resolved. Well, we haven't resolved any cards yet. So literally, we found nothing. I think all the rest of this, 20 plus, that would have been amazing. But no, we found nothing. That's it for this card. I guess that could have been worse, but it certainly could have been better. Our next 3 cards, this guy looks like he's whipping some dogs. I'm going to place that at the bottom of our deck. I think this really dark card, I don't even want to see it. Let's get rid of it. Let's instead flip this one over. Looks like another mountain. Ooh, we have the Alchemist Tower. While you are climbing the stairs to the tower, the old freak releases a gas that brings you terrifying visions and hallucinations. If you're a good person, having a good heart or a hero badge, no, you'll get out of them unscathed. If you weren't that good, no such traits at all, or both evil and good mixed, you get +1 dismay. So that's what we're going to get. We're not evil, so we'll just gain +1 dismay. If you've endured, the alchemist welcomes you in his highest chamber full of melting pots and athanors, acting like it has been just a good joke. Perhaps you could help me to test my other products as well. For every 1 psychic drop you are willing to take, you get 1 guinea pig point, GPP. He tests products in these areas: fear, dismay, confusion, mind, disrupt, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do it. Drop as low as you wish in any of these areas as long as you can endure his experience. I don't think I want to do that. The areas in which you are immune are useless to him. Only real drops earn. Then we have pick your eventual reward. And then we have 3 GPP. We could get the invisible potion. 4 GPP. We can get an elixir, cure all your diseases. Or 5 GPP and alchemical made 10 gold pieces. I don't think I'm going to do any of that. I just gained +1 dismay. I guess I could. Let's see. Do I get any for every 1 psychic drop? No. I don't want to do. I don't want to do any of it. I don't want to do any of it. We're just trying to survive. So I don't want the GPP. We're just going to jump to the next card. Get out of here, Alchemist. For our next 3 cards, this guy freaks me out. We're going to get rid of him. Slide this at the bottom. Let's see what this sword guy is all about this time, huh? We have Garrison from the Dark Rune. A garrison of thugs from the ruined fort is running down here as they see you crossing their toll gate. Oh no, they did not ask you for money. They seem to be just eager for bloodshed. But as a few moments pass, they seem to realize that the bloodshed is more on their side than yours. You acquired only 1 wound. Well, I will certainly take that. Well, they got much more severe losses. You see their hesitation now and understand that 1 strong shout from the fierce fighter, which is you, would suffice to repel them back to their miserable fort. We can decide shout and repel them, collecting pieces of equipment from the fallen that you sell for 1 gold piece later. If you do not have a tongue to shout with, you must continue at least with the next paragraph. Ha! We do have a tongue. We can continue fighting to kill the others that came down here for another wound, but 3 gold pieces, or we can charge the fort after you killed them. Apart from preceding gains and losses, this brings another 2 wounds and another 7 gold. No, I think I want to continue fighting. I want to get 1 more wound, but gain 3 gold. I think that's good. I'm still not entirely sure what I'm going to use gold for, but now I at least have 3 gold, and seems like I'm a good fighter. It says subtract 1 from the total wounds for each piece of magic battle equipment, and for every 3 pieces of non-magic battle equipment. Yeah, I don't have any of that, so we'll just discard this. Here we have our next 3 cards. I'm thinking let's just put this one at the bottom of the deck. Doesn't look terrible. Why don't we, I kind of want to talk to these guys. So let's just get rid of this one and we'll flip this one over. We have, oh great, we have more thugs. Why are they all thugs? Thugs holes. In the slinky or stinky suburb of an even stinkier town, you finally found the poor slum where the thug band is hiding. The thug band that you've been searching as the town council instructed you. Ah, a manhunter visited our fancy chateau, smiles their leader, showing his corrupted teeth. How much did they offer you? Anyway, I have a better offer for you. Let's do a trade instead of struggling. In the end, you can never catch us. If you manage to get one of us, most likely Rodrigo, this crippled worm here, the others will jump into holes back there and in the sewers. You have no chance to survive. The Lord of Rats is said to rule down there, and some say I am the Lord of Rats. Well, back to business. We own a steel suit that is too heavy, noisy, and shiny to be used in our job, but it might do a good service to you. We found it, of course, so the price is low. 10 gold pieces only. If you have the killer badge, the thugs respect you even more, and it's the price of 7. No, I don't have that. As you examine the armor, while they are ready to knock it, and you, down into the sewers instantly in case of any trick, you find that it's the real deal. The impenetrable magic armor prevents all physical harm or killings in fights if a text offers at least some option that lets you not die. This armor guarantees it, while it does not guarantee winning. I wish done. I've just found out what you can use gold for. I only have 3 gold. I don't see a way that I can gain more gold. So I think I just can't do this. Bummer. I would have loved that. 10 gold. I only have 3. All right, we'll discard this. As we continue our journey through this crazy world, this just looks cool. Look at this guy. He's lancing some sort of monster. So let's keep that. This looks scary. So let's get rid of that one. And we'll slide this one to the bottom of our stack. And we'll flip this over. We have the Tristan's Deeds. It seems this community confused you with some great hero wanting you to do heroic deeds. They really insist and leave you no choice. Only if you have any organs lost, or 3 or more wounds, or 2 or more diseases, they finally understand you are not the one and will let you continue your journey immediately. No, I only have 2 wounds. I have all of my organs, so I guess I am a hero. As the hero, you are obliged to kill a dragon, as the well-known Tristan did. But while his dragon might have lived in legends only, this one lives here, threatening the community for a long time, and so they give you their first horse, a magic weapon spear to be used only outdoors from a horse, a helmet of a hero, and a perfect shield, plus 12 coins. If you accomplish your quest, and you really do. After a long fight, you prevail thanks to your new equipment, and you get also the dragon's tongue as a monstrous trophy that has 2 times the value of a normal trophy. Plus, you get a hero badge. Oh my gosh, this is insane. But you end this fight with 1 last hit point only. Increase your wounds to 1 before critical. Lose 1 eye, 1 leg, 1 hand, and increase all of your present psychic drops to the value of 1 point before critical. Now go, a great hero. This is insane. This has the best horse rules. Traveling super fast with it, add 2 more cards to choose from each turn, and then 2 more cards go to the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Okay, so I've got to write all this down. Just to give you a quick update of Grok here, he's got 15 coins now, a helmet and a perfect shield. He's got that spear. He has the best horse. I wasn't exactly sure where to put that. He is considered a hero. His monster trophy is a dragon tongue. It's worth twice the value, but he has 4 wounds. He's 1 away from death here. He lost an eye, a leg, a hand, and he has 2 dismay. So we're about to die in lots of different ways, but we have lots of good things right now, including a lot of gold. So maybe we can heal ourselves? I don't know, we're going to find out. And we can now reveal 5 cards instead of 3, and then 2 go into the bottom of the deck. And I'm sorry, it's actually 2 more cards go to the bottom, so we will still only be removing 1 card from the game, resolving 1, and then putting 3 at the bottom of the deck. Looking here, which one do I want to get rid of? This one looks terribly scary. I'm going to get rid of that one. I really want to do this one because I'm thinking that if we're a hero, we might be knighted, and then all 3 of these can go to the bottom of the deck. We have just been knighted under the dead tree. You've become Sir. Now only to find your lady and manor. A horse might be useful too. We have a horse, thank you very much. At least it would take you faster away from this place where self-proclaimed kings make their knights of vagrant strangers. This place is ill, so hurry on before you become something worse than Sir. Sir of the dead tree, and then we have mind disruption +1. So that is another psychic drop for mind disruption, but that's okay, it's not dismay. If that had been dismay, we would have lost. We are now Sir Grok of the Dead Tree. I kind of love that name. Okay, we have 5 more we can choose from. I think I'm going to get rid of this really dark one. I don't know. And that's also a dark one. This guy looks like a lone traveler. We've got these great weapons. I'm just worried about getting wounds, because if we get a wound, and this guy doesn't look like he's going to be nice. So why don't we talk to the lone traveler, and all of these can go to the bottom of the deck. We have Spirit Castle. You are the wrong mushroom during a forest camping. Well, yeah, it did taste good and your belly welcomed it as a nice dinner after the all-day traveling, but the especially vivid and wild dreams that have just come as something one does not wish for every night, if for any night at all. There's a castle in your dream. If you are a worshiper of the old gods, no, we're not. We can skip all that. If you're a member of the Satanic Church, we're not, so we'll go to otherwise. It is a castle reflecting your inner darkness or glow. Sum up the points of your spiritual fitness. That is killer badge -3, and then every psychic drop is a -1. So we have 3 psychic drops. We're at -3. Every curse, we don't have one. We don't have a dog companion. We have a hero badge that's +3. That puts us to 0. Do we have a cat? No, we don't have a cat. Do we have a good-hearted badge? No. We do not have a negative SF. We have a 0. It results in confusion +1. Yeah, with all of those calculations, I'm confused too. So we now just have another psychic drop, 1 for confusion. Thanks to our best horse, we have another 5 cards. This one's dark and scary, getting rid of that one. Which one do we want to do? Another guy with an axe or some spiders? I don't even know. What is that? I'm kind of thinking maybe we resolve this one and put these. This one looks like it's in water and it's some scary fish thing. So let's put all of these at the bottom. We'll resolve this one. Oh, we found a werewolf. A creature made of darkest sorceries, invulnerable to ordinary weapons, has attacked you on a path far from human dwellings. It is not a full moon. Actually, it is a full noon. But its fangs and claws do not seem to care about traditional folk beliefs. If you have a magic weapon, you successfully repel his attack and make him flee. Nice, we do have one. We have that spear. You even manage to kill him if your fighting experience at the same time consists of going through 3 or more fights in the past. Let's see, have we gone through 3 or more fights? Sadly, I'd say we've only done the Tristan Deeds and then the Garrison from the Dark Ruin. Those are the only 2 that we really did a fight with. All the other ones were not fights, so we've not done 3. You have to have gone through 3 or more fights in the past. This will be our 3rd fight. So if you do not have a magic weapon, no, we do. So then in the last case, no magic weapon, no skills. Let's see. If you do not have one, but you have at least 3 fighting, you manage not to let yourself be killed upon you as well. You cannot have a horse or any other animal because of it, and any human allies escape. But that does not happen because we did have a magic weapon. So I think that's it. I think that's what that symbol means. Is we're done. We fought him off. We didn't take any damage, but we did not gain a trophy. Could have been worse. Here we have our next 5 cards. I don't like this guy, Trident, and there's a dude up here. Don't want to deal with him. I don't think this one looks terrible. These ones all kind of look scary, so let's put all these at the bottom, and we'll flip this one over. Ooh, a tower. I love the towers and castles, apparently. We have found a tower of vampires. Cool. High in the mountains, a vampire fort towers, the manor of Count Dracula, the master of vampires himself. If you have not climbed, but have come flying on the back of a giant bat, the Count flies against you for a duel using his own bat wings. He is attacking with the power of 3 wounds. 1 magic piece of battle equipment can restrain one of them. Every 3 pieces of non-magic battle equipment can block another one. Okay, I don't want to do that. So we're going to go to the other one. Otherwise, vampires will never crown you their master, though it does not mean you couldn't seize Dracula's crown at least as a valuable trophy if you catch him and defeat him in his room. See how high you get in the tower. Leave any time after cleaning level 1. But if you've not crushed them all, they hunt you on your escape, bite you, and put the vampire curse on you. Okay, so 1, skirmish at the gate, 1 wound, 1 gold piece gain. 2, lower floors, another 1 wound, another 3 gold. 3, champ. Okay, this, you know what? I think we might have just lost because I don't see a way for me to ignore 1 wound. I have 4. If I take 1 more, I become doomed. Sadly, for our Sir Grok of the Dead Tree, I think the vampires or vampires took us out. I don't think there's a chance for us to be able to not take at least 1 wound. We did have 1 magic gear, but I needed a lot more of the regular battle equipment to prevent more damage if we fought him head on by flying in. And if we didn't do that, then we had to go through the bottom of the tower and at least take 1 wound before we ran away, and that would kill us. Oh well, that was what it is. But you can see this game, it's fun. It is very random. You have to be okay with just exploring and seeing what you get. I mean, we only went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We only went through 9 different cards out of, I picked out 45. Yeah, but still fun. The writing's cool. I will say it is a little bit hard to tell where the different sections are in the writing because it is very condensed on the cards. My favorite part is looking at the art and trying to decide which one you want to encounter. Yeah. That's Doom Pilgrim. If you want to pick this up, I'll put a link in the description below for the Game Crafter site. You can get this. There's expansions as well. I did get one of the expansions where you can add in more cards that can make it harder or easier. I'll probably put in the easier ones next time. And I believe they have a box where you can get all of the expansions and then you can fit it all into 1 box. Because right now it was in this box that holds the cards and the expansion is in its own box. And so it'd be nice if you want to take it all together. But this is a nice compact game. Doesn't take up a lot of space. Hopefully this helps you determine if Doom Pilgrim is for you. I want to give a huge shout out to our patrons and subscribers. It's because of you that Barrett and I do what we do on this channel, and if you're excited to see what Barrett and I have coming next, then I need you to meet me at the table. Goodbye, everyone. And I do hope you last longer than Sir Grok of the Dead Tree.